All right, welcome back. Your time right now is 8:42, and we have a great story for you. So this year marks a huge milestone for St. Louis radio. KMOX is celebrating its 100th anniversary. The station signed on Christmas Eve, December 24th, 1925. Few stations can claim such a rich history and lasting impact on their community. And joining us this morning is Tom Ackerman, sports director and longtime voice on KMOX. Y'all all know his name, to talk about what this centennial means for the station, its listeners, and really the future of radio. Tom, thanks so much for being here. Good morning.
Mercedes, it's great to be with you. Thank you for that. And yeah, it is an exciting time. I mean, to think that we're about to turn 100 a week from tomorrow, Christmas Eve, 100 years, one of the great stations in America.
No, really, you know, KMOX is a station that everyone across the country knows about. How is the station celebrating and leading up to this big milestone?
We did on 11/20, get it? 11/20, November 20th, we did an all-day celebration, which we will actually replay on Christmas Eve over pretty much the same time frame. So we started it at 8 o'clock in the morning and we went till 6 o'clock, 6:30 at night. And we brought back as many voices as we possibly could, and some we moved right in as co-hosts.
Really?
Wendy Weiss, who hadn't been a morning host on our station for decades, just jumped right in with me, and we started doing a show together. We had Ron Jacober in there. We had some of the great names on the air through the years joined us via phone. Bob Costas, Dan Deerdorf, Joe Buck was on with us. Just some of the great names that we've had. Joe just got the Ford C. Frick Award, our 5th Hall of Famer in the Baseball Hall of Fame. We've just had a great run of success, and we wanted to celebrate that all day. So we're going to replay that for everybody in its entirety on Christmas Eve, which is our birthday, December 24th, 1925. If you were to think back to that group that started that station, little did they know that it would last a century and beyond. We're just so excited.
What does it mean for you to be a part of that legacy?
It really is. For a kid who grew up here,
yeah,
and I listened to the station just like all of you out there. I mean, I had the game on in my room when my parents thought I was doing my homework. I was listening to the game. I was listening to Sports Open Line. I was listening to Jack Buck and Mike Shannon call the games. I was listening to Dan Kelly call Blues games. And then when that game was over, Jim White would come on, the big bumper, and do the overnight. And I listened to that, and I wanted to do that. And when they hired me at the age of 22, 28 years ago, I was blown away. I was working with Jack Buck. I was there. I was at One Memorial Drive. We have since moved just a few blocks to the west here at the Park Pacific downtown. And it still is amazing to walk through the doors and to know that you're part of that history. And to hear the voices and the people that have tied together through the years and the generations, carrying that on. You do feel like there's been a standard set that you have to meet every time. This is a historic TV station. I mean, you walk into the door and people that did it before you did it really well, so you want to live up to that.
Right. How do you think KMOX has been able to last this long and be as well as it has for 100 years? Radio is changing so much, just like TV's evolving. So how do you think y'all have been able to do it and do it so successfully for 100 years? I
think it's important to understand the customer and the listener. And what the listener wants is they want things now. They want things, they don't want to wait around for a show. They want to hear it now. So radio may have changed through the years, but it is a stable medium. And podcasts are a big part of the listening experience. So we podcast every single thing that we do. So if you missed the show that we did an hour ago, it's okay. It's online right now. Or it's on your phone right now. Or you can listen to the station on your phone. Or you can be in the kitchen making breakfast and tell Alexa to play KMOX. Or it's in your car. We're everywhere. So, and then the other part is the video. Now every show that we do has a camera on us.
Which y'all are not used to. Normally with radio, you're hidden behind. No one even knows what you look like.
Yeah, so we're like running little TV shows at the same time. And so we're just trying to stay with the times. And then I think the big one was, and this was a long time coming, is we flipped to FM.
Yeah.
So we still have the AM signal, which people stick with, but the FM option has been enormous for us. It's gotten us into different spaces in the city. It has a strong, clear signal, and it has been great for Cardinal baseball, for Billiken basketball, for City. We carry the soccer games on Y98, so we have a collection of stations that we can play off of in our cluster there. But I think that it's all of that. It's just making sure that we stay with what listeners want. We're very much in contact with them. And believe me, you talk about holding you to a standard. I mean,
your listeners
they
do.
make sure we don't miss a thing, and we want to keep them engaged. We want to always tell them what they don't know and move them along through the day and be that source for them.
It's amazing and curious. We have a little bit of time, but I just want to know, since you're such an icon here and you grew up here, in your career, what's been your biggest memory or something that's really stuck out for you that you've been able to do because of your job?
That's crazy. I mean, walking through the door and working with Jack Buck, first of all, was mind-blowing, and I got to do that for 4 years. I would say when the Cardinals won the World Series in '06, it was very special, but '11, the way that they did it, the David Freese home run, that one stays in my mind. Covering the Rams, winning the Super Bowl, the Blues winning the Stanley Cup. I think that, you know, the people that we've engaged with through the years, the community events that we've done, the news stories that we've been involved with, the fact that we've been there, and you all know this here, is that when something happens news-wise, you know, you stop what you're doing, you go to the station.
Yeah.
You stop what you're doing, you report. You have to be, so, you know, the fact that we've been part of the St. Louis community, and all of those things stand out in my mind, but, you know, the history of the radio station from a sports standpoint for me has been incredibly gratifying, and I look forward to many more years.
Well, people love listening to you, and it's really special. Our job's unique that we get to be a part of people's everyday lives without even realizing it. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for being the voice for so much of St. Louis all these years. And happy birthday, 100.
I appreciate it. 100 years, and we look forward to celebrating with all of you on Christmas Eve.
Crazy. Thank you so much.